Alright then guys, what is up? Welcome to episode 17 of my playthrough of Total War Saga, Thrones of Britannia. Just before we get into today's episode, I just want to remind you guys I am building a bit of a following on Twitter and Instagram. Links are going to be down in the description. If you're not already following me there, please do so. It really does help out. And that's where I'm going to be posting any kind of announcements or anything. It will be posted there. So, with regards to today's episode then, just a quick recap as to where we left off. We fought a battle here and took back Dinbar at the end of the last episode. However, the enemy, they had taken their army out of the city onto the water. So they've not actually been dealt with as of yet. Now they could, I mean it's not likely that they're going to attack Dinbar again, but they could kind of sail anywhere along the coast and try to attack me. I've also brought the Death Givers up to the north here. I wanted to sort of send them forward, push them on to take a few more settlements to put Strathclyde under a bit more sort of economic pressure. And finally we've got a smaller army here, Swords of Wayland, and these guys are actually ready. I'm going to move them up to the border here. And I'm going to send them to take this settlement here when they're ready. I want them to replenish a little bit more, and I'm contemplating whether I should recruit. Maybe, we'll see. We've definitely got the income and the food for it. However, as soon as we get into this section here of the Hay King, unit upkeep cost goes up quite drastically. Well, up by another 10%, so it's enough that it potentially could be a problem. We have a quite healthy income at the moment, but that will drop when we reach this, and I think this just goes up naturally the more time that we're at war, which is going to be most of the time, I think, with this playthrough. We're fighting it quite aggressively. Playing it aggressively, should I say. So, in terms of this particular turn, I think we were kind of at the end of the turn from the last episode, so not really any troop movement to do. We took Dinbar back with Thor's Hammer, so they can't do any movement, and the only army I can move here is Fury of Tyr, but they're not going to be able to challenge this army on their own, so I wonder actually if I were to attack them with this army, I would probably get the garrison and this army's reinforcements. What's the garrison looking like at the moment? Actually, Dinbar won't have a garrison, with it being one of the minor settlements. Okay, well that's an option. Potentially I can attack them, because it's on water as well. I'd probably want to just auto-resolve it. Let's just have a look at these events first of all. So we've got low public order in a few places. Only places where we kind of expect it though. Be honest there, Loden and Lindesage, which is down here. It's kind of had low public order down here for a little while now. And we do have the money to actually start building some, or upgrading some buildings. It might be worth doing that actually, just to support the income a little bit more. I might take a look at that in a second and make a decision on that one. That's another thing as well actually. Down here in Dor, I've got a very small army just watching out for rebellions, because there's a bit of public order issues here in North Mercia, as we're probably about to see here. Yep, -10. And then attrition for a couple of armies, but we're aware of that. I think it's just because it's snowing and it's winter in the north. So that's fine. So yeah, what I'm going to do is actually, I am just going to take a couple of minutes. I'm just going to have a quick look over the buildings that I can upgrade, see what is going to be the best option. Probably boosting income. Food's very healthy at the moment, so that's, I'm happy with that. So I'll be back with you shortly in a couple of minutes. Alright then guys, so just had a quick look, and it looks like here in East Thriding we have a copper mine which can be upgraded to a copper smelter. It's going to knock the public order down by 2, but we actually gain almost 100 extra income per turn, so definitely worth it. In East Riding here we've got good public order at the moment on account of having the church, and the King's Court as well gives us a bit of public order, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and upgrade that. It takes 8 turns, but is what it is. I think every turn, at least while we've got a decent income, I might start looking at, adding one building to the upgrade queue, and then over time our income should get much better. Alright, now I think what I'm going to do is here as well, I will just send these guys to attack here, hoping then that I get the reinforcements as well. I do not. That's terrible. Okay, I'm going to actually just retreat from that then. Oh, that's not good. They've retreated over that way. It's fine. We can pull them back. That's fine. So let's just pull them behind the city a little bit here. That's fine. We know about the attrition and public order, and then we'll end the turn there. And hopefully these guys don't cause us too much of an issue. We have options now, though, to, you know, we can move either the Death Givers back if we need to move them forward, move these two armies back. We'll see. But I'll end the turn here. Alright then, so looks like the ally, the Stratclute, they've offered me peace. I'm wondering if there's anything I can get out of them for this. Probably not, because I don't really want to kind of vassalize anyone myself up here in the north. I mean, maybe I could ask them to break their alliance. I'll have a quick look at this, see if there's anything I can gain from this. If not, I'll probably just decline it and attack them anyway. But let me see if there's anything I can get out of it. No, so having had a look at a few different options, doesn't look like they want to do anything, so I'm just going to decline this one.
And I wasn't disappointed.
Alright then, so a bit of attrition there for the Fury of Tyr. And this character's gained Demanding. Knocks down public order a little bit and gives him a bit more governance. Now, something I saw down to the south, I'll show you in 1 second. So there was a rebellion, but I couldn't actually tell who it was for. Okay, here it is in this settlement here. I was thinking maybe I could move in with this army and maybe take it, which I probably could, but I just think it'll take them a bit too long to get there. By the time they do, they'll have grown in numbers, and this isn't the best army in terms of army composition. It's just a bunch of skirmishers, really. So yeah, we'll leave that, I think. Okay, one thing I'm going to do before starting to move all the armies and so on, as I said, each turn, I think I'm going to look to upgrade a building. Now, we upgraded the copper mine there. Something else I noticed last turn was that the cloth market here can be upgraded. Or can be upgraded to a cloth market, should I say, which gives us more income. Takes 8 turns again. Cost me about 3,000, so I won't have any more money in the pot really to do anything else this turn, but I didn't have plans to anyway, so I think we'll go for that one. Still gaining 2,000 per turn, so we've got a nice healthy income at the moment. Again, we want to kind of make use of that until it drops. So now the other thing to do is this army didn't move. They stayed where they are. Now they are going to suffer attrition from seasickness. So one option I've got is to just kind of leave them there. But they could sail off at any time and kind of go anywhere, so I do want to deal with them if possible. Now I wonder what's the best way to do that. Maybe put both these armies out on the sea and then attack them. Probably would be the best. So I'm actually going to leave the Death Givers here just for 1 turn, just so that they gain enough replenishment. They'll almost be at full strength then, and then we're going to attack Edinburgh here and put it under siege. It'll do one or two things. It'll either draw out more of their armies if they have any, or we'll besiege it and take it. So we'll see with that one. Now, with the Swords of Wayland here, I'm thinking I'm going to start moving them up to this settlement. They are a very small force, so what I'm thinking is when we get a bit closer I might put them, fortify them. I'm not sure if that lets me recruit troops if I'm not in my own territory, but we'll see. If not, I'll just go ahead and take it. We'll kind of react to see if they bring up any other armies anyway, so I think the next thing to do for this turn then is to bring these guys out. Alright then, so they've run off. I guess we do that again. Alright, so we should win if we auto-resolve this. I don't really want to fight it on the battlefield. I'm terrible at the naval battles and I don't really understand how they work, so I'll end up losing more men more than likely doing that. So I'm going to auto-resolve it, but the only issue is I think I'm probably going to lose quite a few men in doing so. But it's fine, we'll just have to spend a bit of time replenishing if that happens. So let's see. Let's auto-resolve it. Don't think it gives us predicted casualties or anything, depending on what we choose here, but I mean, role playing a little bit here. They've caused us a lot of problems. We're going to fight aggressively. It's fine, so it looks like we won. Let's see what the damage to our troops is. Yeah, not good. We lost quite a lot of men there. We lost 776 men. At least the reinforcements are not doing too bad, but yeah, we need to get these guys back onto land. We can take the replenishment as well here, I think. We don't need the money. Enemy killed in battle, that's fine. Now, let's get these guys all back to shore. Let them sit there and replenish a little bit. Now, what I'm thinking is with the Death Givers, if they don't really encounter any resistance on the way up here, I'm thinking that I'm going to leave them to just kind of sail up the run up the coast here, taking settlements, and with these guys, kind of like have protect this bit of coast in case they sail any troops down this way, and possibly even sail out here and attack some of these settlements. Now, one thing I've just noticed while we were looking around here is that this army here, who belong to Lachlan, now I think we've got a declared friendship with these guys, but I think they might be at war with Strackloot as well. Yeah, they are. So they're at war with Strackloot as well, so they're potentially going to come in and take some territory here, which, you know, ideally I want it all, and these guys are quite strong actually. They have quite a lot of land down here in Ireland, so I might have to kind of, well, I probably am going to have to fight these guys, and soon as well actually, so I'd rather they didn't take any land. But yeah, it looks like we need to get this war with Strackloot wrapped up as quickly as possible. I think Lachlan are going to be the next target. If we can vassalize these guys, we might do that for now, and then try and I think this is one of the things, you get confederate them and you take their land. Can't really remember though, I'd have to look into it, but yeah, that's one option for me. But yeah, I don't want Lachlan to get too strong, and they are growing already, so I need to be careful there. Alright then, so I think let's just check this low public order over in Loden. That's fine, we're aware of that. And I think we will, yeah, we'll end the turn there. Alright, so these guys really want to make peace with me. They're even offering me 300 gold. That's nothing to me at the moment really, and definitely won't be swaying my decision. So I have the feeling that the army we just killed was probably their last army. The balance of power here is terrible. So yeah, I'm just going to decline it. Alright, so let's see if we can vassalize them right now. Let's try it. So let's just cancel that and create a vassal. No, insulting still. Alright. That's their problem. Alright, so Wulfric's gained Indulgent. That gets us a little bit more money and some zeal for him. Alright, so I think our research is completed, so for trained skirmishers, so that's going to mean we can probably upgrade some of our skirmishers, our archers. We've got research available here. You know what, I'll come back to this. We're not researching anything at the moment, that's fine. Yeah, I'll come back to that in a second. Skills available for Bjorn, he's this guy who took over Canut's army. Let's give him a point in champion, just to make sure he has every fighting chance when we come to put him in a battle. Okay, let's see. So, let's just check on all these skirmishers so we can upgrade. We can upgrade the javelinmen here to Danelaw javelinmen, and the archers to feared archers. So let's just do it. We've got the money. Always helps to have stronger troops. Now I'm probably going to be able to do that in every single one of my armies. So let's do that.
We'll see this through. Fit and ready.
Cool. We've got an army over here as well, actually. Ah, that's a shame. Lachlan have taken that settlement, which is the one I was after with these guys. Okay, that's interesting. So I might move these guys back south to this settlement. they might come in handy when we actually come to fight these guys. So it might be worth starting to recruit some troops for them. And get them all replenished up and ready to go when the time is right. Yeah, this is going to pose a little bit of a problem for me. But we are getting stronger and we're fielding more and more armies. The southern border, I think, is pretty secure. The Anglo-Saxons here are our defensive allies, and they do like us as well. So I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any danger of them turning on us at the until later maybe. Okay. They have a lot of armies though, and a lot of vassals with big armies too. It's going to be a really tough one that when we get to it, but that's fine. Okay, so back to the north then. Let's besiege this settlement. As long as we take the good ones here, that's what matters, I guess. So let's just build as many siege equipment, as much siege equipment as we can. And I wonder if actually it is the smart thing to do to just send maybe this smaller army just to take some of these settlements here. Just so that Lachlan don't take them. I feel like Lachlan might get this one as well. And this one. I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. Yeah, I think the smart thing to do here is send these guys out onto the water. Where can they actually land if we send them out to sea? Oh, we can take this one from the sea, so let's do that. So next turn, actually we can do it now. Let's occupy it. Perfect. Get some replenishment in for them as well, and yeah, I think we just start to move around with these guys. I wonder if it's worth me actually taking on some units. There isn't a lot in the recruitment pool, so I need to do this sparingly. I think these guys could do with maybe a couple more spearmen. If we take the good ones. Why can we only take one of them? Okay, that's all we can afford for one turn. But that's okay, next turn we could probably take some more. Let's do it. And in 3 turns then we'll get... That should be replenished as well. Alright, cool. Perfect. Alright then, so on to research then. Let's see what's available and what do we actually need. I'm going to take a quick look through this. Give me a few minutes and I'll be back with you. Yeah, so just looking around, I think I'm actually going to resume going up the trade tree here. Our income's, in the positive. We've got money now. We should be able to start making use of the upgrades and buildings and so on that we're going to get from this, so let's do it. Alright, risk of rebellion then in Lodin, so that's here. Why is that? Let's have a look. I'm going to assume it's because we're besieging a settlement here. And because of buildings as well. In fact, buildings is given -8, so that's quite a lot, but allegiance is at -5. So yeah, once we kind of take as much of this as possible, that'll help. So on that note, I think I'll leave this army here for now. Yeah, we'll leave Guthfrid where he is. Alright, I'll end the turn and see what happens on the next one. Alright, so yeah, again, they're offering me peace. They're not offering me any money this time, so let's again just see if we can vassalize them. Let's just try it.
Put aside your pride. We have gold.
So no, they want to offer me money, but we're going to decline that.
You'll regret missing it.
Alright, so Wulfric and Aemond have gained some traits. Aemond's gained criminal, which gives him a load of corruption, which has actually knocked down our income quite a bit. And Wulfric's gained lavish, gives him more governance and influence. Cool. They're all fully replenished pretty much now. Same with these guys now. I think we're going to take on some more Northumbrian Thanes here. While we've got the money to do it. Do they need anything else actually? So we've got archers. Got one lot of javelin men. And we've got axemen and 1 unit of swordsmen. It might be worth getting the other unit of swordsmen. Mainly just because then it resets the timer. And in 2 turns we'll have another one to take. So that'll cost us 1,500 and 489 per turn. That's actually quite a lot. So the swordsmen take 288 per turn, and the Northumbrian Thanes take 201. Yeah, do I want to do that actually? That's quite a drop to the income if I do. Yeah, no, let's leave the swordmen. Let's just take the Thanes for now, the spearmen. Yeah, okay. Take them a few turns to replenish, but that's alright. And it means this army can't actually move. I should have taken this settlement first before I did that. Never mind. Is what it is. Yep, so as expected then, Lachlan moving an army towards that settlement there, the big walled one, and they've taken this one. So yeah, Lachlan are actually going to be a problem for me. But that's fine. I mean, we've got this army here. We could even sail straight to Ireland and hit them there. Bit of a two-pronged attack, although they've probably got some armies there as well. Let's get these fortified so that we can recruit if we want to. And when we're ready, we will do that with this army. I think that's what I'm going to do with these guys. Leave them there for now. When the time is right, then we'll sail them out to the shores of Ireland here to attack Lachlan when the time comes. In the meantime, yeah, that would actually leave this border exposed though if I do that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So for this turn then, what else have we got to do? I think we're going to keep Guthfrid here for now. Don't think I can do much with him other than send him further north, but do I want to do that? I'm not sure. Yeah, let's have a think about that one. And in the meantime, we'll attack Edinburgh with the Death Givers. Now this is overwhelmingly in our favour. However, I think I'll still fight this one on the battlefield, because we do like sieges. So yeah, I'll see you there. Alright then guys, so I think we're going to do this one in the rain. It means that they won't be able to use fire arrows against my siege towers, which is good for me. So let's start deployment here. Now, this map's really cool, but also a bit annoying at the same time. So I think I'm going to have to assault this section here to begin with. I can kind of come around the back here, but I don't know what benefit that gives me, other than there's kind of an open gate right there. But I think this is designed more for landing troops by boat, who can then come up this way. I don't think it actually really benefits me too much. Well, it would mean marching the troops for quite a while. Seems a bit pointless to me. So the best thing to do, I think, is send them just here. And it's the shortest path up this way. Now this is a bit of a choke point, so my troops could get bogged down there, and there's no way of me actually getting them up these cliffs, I don't think. In fact, I'm pretty sure you can't do that. Is there anything over this side I can attack with? Okay, so yeah, there's this part as well. So potentially I could deploy troops here, send them up this way and attack this section of wall, although it just seems like a very long march up this hill. We would get shot at quite a lot. I'm wondering if it's a good idea to split the troops up. Saying that, they don't have a massive garrison here, it's just these towers which are going to be annoying. I think we just keep all the men together on this side. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll set the men up here, or somewhere here, and be back with you in a second. Alright then guys, so I've split the troops up a little bit, so I've put 2 of the siege towers here on this, where I said I was going to form up all my troops, and then put some spears behind them, who can help go up onto the walls. What I noticed as well was that the gate on this side is right here, so my battering ram kind of needed to stay on this side. Let's try and move that a little bit, there we go. I've got my berserkers right behind them, got my skirmishers over here on the flank, so I will well, pick some shots with those guys. Let's just take them off fire at will. And then I've got the bulk of my infantry here at the back, and another siege tower here, cavalry in general, sitting over this side. Let's just put my general here into shield wall formation, just in case they start shooting at him straight away. But yeah, with that, let's start the battle.
Be sure to protect your general in combat.
Oops.
The enemy tremble before our superior numbers. The enemy approaches.
So let's get all my siege towers moving up. So that's the first thing. I think skirmishers are next. They're actually getting shot at already, so let's shoot back. Let's take all my skirmishers where possible.
The courage of the men in battle.
Just going to walk the troops because I don't want them to get there before the siege towers and so on. So this wall looks kind of uncontested, really. Just going to hit fast forward until everyone gets up to the walls. These guys doing their thing. Now I'm fully expecting to probably lose my skirmishers here, but that's okay. I think I've already lost my archers actually. Didn't realise they'd gone so quick. But yeah, let's just run these guys back. Battering ram seems to have taken a roundabout way to get there.
Our warriors flee the battle.
Okay, skirmisher's gone. Maybe I shouldn't have sent them in like that, but it's fine. Battering ram's on its way. The first of the siege towers is on its way as well. Let's actually just move one of these units of troops up here. Pop these guys here. Can pop them all into shield wall as well. So we've got some troops outside for some reason. Strange, but anyway, there you go. And it looks like these guys are going to be uncontested, so we can get some flanking going with these guys, which is good. Let's start running them over. I'm actually going to send the berserkers in first. Let's pop all these guys into shield wall just to stop them getting shot at. In fact, let's take these guys off shield wall and get them charged up there. General, I'm going to just keep back for now. As soon as this gate goes down, even though they're sending troops out, never mind. Okay, gates are gone. Let's get ready to send the berserkers in. And these axemen can go straight after. Although they've sent troops out to me here, which is a bit strange. Let's just send as many men in as we can. Yep, you guys all come up here. Once they've all formed up, we'll rush in. Okay, a bit of a blob going on there, but it's fine. It's just pushing the numbers. Once the gate's clear, we'll send in the cav as well. We're actually losing units here, I'm not sure who, but it's fine. Alright, finally the troops are getting up here. We should be able to take the gatehouse as well, and then they'll stop pouring oil on us. There we go, we've started taking it now. You'd lose so many men to that, but here's what it is. Part and parcel of the siege battles in this game, I think. Alright, let's start sending these guys around to flank now. Taking this little fight on the wall here would probably benefit us because we can get more flanking going. Once the rest of the troops are up, I'll send them as well. We have started to take the gatehouse now, so that's good. But yeah, we need to flank these guys where possible, because these just end up being really prolonged fights when you leave the guys in like this. My spearmen have got up to the front. Same with my swordsmen. It's all good. Yeah, let's charge these guys into the flank.
The enemy's tower has been destroyed.
Good, tower's gone. Let these guys climb up the towers here. Still haven't got the tower yet, the gatehouse rather, but it's fine. Broken one of the units, that's good. General's not there in the fight as well. We've flanked these guys. I'm actually going to flank the general here. Who are these troops? Axemen. Perfect, get a nice charge on them. We can get the general run or kill him, that's perfect. Cool, now these guys are all done as well. Let's actually just come and take this, this point with them. Actually, we'll just send one unit to do that, and the other two can come and flank the troops here as well. We've almost taken the gatehouse now. We are getting a bit surrounded though, which is not ideal. Just looks like a big wall of shields there. I don't know if that's glitched out or not, I'm not sure, but it's fine. Okay, might be time now to send my cav in. I wonder. Actually, no, they'll never get up this bit. Okay, their general's running. That's perfect. That's going to cause a bit of a chain rout, I think. Which is good for me. Send one unit of spearmen in. Send the others this side. I wonder if these guys just are not fighting. There we go. More routing. I think that's it. I think we've done it, to be honest. I don't even think they left any men up here. Doesn't look like it. Which means the battle is going to be won over here. So these Welsh swordsmen over here not running yet. Hopefully they'll run soon. Let's just surround them, I guess. Still got a unit fighting here as well. And we are taking that command point too, just in case. We really need these guys to rout. There we go. One of them is routing. They're all chain routing over here. Only one unit left now. And I think they're running now too. Perfect, we win. Awesome, so that's Edinburgh 1. This is a good settlement to defend actually. Where they've been layered like this, it makes it easier. That's fine, I'll see you guys back on the campaign map. Okay then, so yeah, we wiped out the garrison there, taking Edinburgh. We actually lost our Jarl Suscals there in that fight, which I wasn't aware of. So that's a shame, because they're actually a good unit and they were well experienced. They were rank 5. We lost almost 600 men, so we did lose quite a bit. But we've taken it, so it's fine. And yes, we will occupy this one. I'm not going to bring Northymbre back. Cool, so we'll let them sit there to replenish for as long as it takes. Probably only a few turns actually by the looks of it, which is good. How many turns is this going to be? So 3 turns. Maybe after 2 we'll move them. Now, I could do with this settlement here as well. Hopefully, if I can get to it before Lachlan do. If they don't take it in the next turn, then I will probably move the Death Givers out and try to go for it. But let's see what happens with that one. Let's have a look at these. So, Low Public Order, we know about those. Lodin and North Mercia, Risk of Rebellion, again we're aware of those. We've got Governance available now in Lodin. Let's have a look. Where is it? Up here. Now, who have we got to give that to? A couple of candidates, 3 candidates here. These 2 look like they're good for being in an army, and this one's a minor which provides a bonus to industry income, so he might be the best one. Half done. Let's go for it. Have we got the money? 600, yes we do, that's fine. Let's pop him in there, perfect. His loyalty is low though. Let's just look at the estates as well. I've got plenty of estates here. Let's actually give him one that's up in the north. Let's just cancel that because I've got Adrid selected. We want to have half done. So this will give, yeah, loyalty and influence to half done. It's, at the moment though, with Guthfrid holding it, it's giving us +10 to food production faction wide. That's actually not a massive amount. That's fine. We'll give that to half done. And yeah, he's got loyalty 3. I think that's enough to keep him there for now. Damaged buildings in Edinburgh. Those are not going to cost too much to repair, so that's cool. We'll do that. And low public order in Lowden, that's fine. We're aware of that as well. Cool. Right, we'll end the turn there. And see if Strathclute managed to retaliate. I don't think they've got any armies though by the looks of it, so hopefully we can just walk all over them now. Right then, so we've got Viking raids which are heading to the northeast of Britannia. Now, I'm pretty sure that's my land. So we need to watch out for that one. I've got a few more traits gained here. Nothing, I don't think, that affects us. Not in a negative way anyway. Okay, so yeah, it looks like Lachlan have besieged this settlement now, so there's no point me going for that one. Looks like Edinburgh must have had some kind of armourer here. Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's actually got a tier 3 forge, a great forge. So we can upgrade all of these guys to better armour. It'll cost me 950, and I don't think it increases the upkeep cost at all. I don't think. Let's check that actually. So these guys, for example, the Scout Horsemen have an upkeep cost of 115 per turn. And it doesn't tell me here that that increases. So no, that's fine. I think we're going to upgrade all of these guys. So I think that's armor 3 and weapons 3. Perfect. Might actually do that with all of my armies. Can we move these guys over? Do they actually need to be in the town, or do they need to just be across the border? I'm not sure. Let's actually we'll do it next turn because I don't want them taking unnecessary attrition. Actually, can we do it from here? Yes, we can. Alright. Okay, so it costs 1900 for these guys, which is why I can't do it just yet. So let's just do as much as we can. That's 1400. Okay, cool. Just 3 units left to do. Perfect, that gives us 2 nice strong armies there. The good thing about that is if we do, well, I say if, when we go to war with Lachlan, we want to have the stronger armies where possible. So they've got 3 20 stacks here, and we've got 3 stacks. They're not full 20 stacks, but if we can single them out, that should help us. We also have our army down here, who, when the time is right, we will send them across here to take those. We've already talked about that though, so that's fine. Got a few public order issues there, nothing to worry about too much. And let's move these guys over now to take Sconin. Occupy that. Perfect. Now, yeah, it's a bit frustrating because these settlements here were really tightly packed together, and I was hoping I could kind of sweep up the coast, but we got bogged down so much with all the fighting. And now Lachlan have managed to come in just, you know, unopposed really, and take all the settlements which I wanted. So that's a shame, but it is what it is. Now, let's actually see in terms of diplomacy with Strathclute. I want to make vassals of them really if I can. They don't want to do it though. I wonder what we have to do to make them vassalize with us.
Refuse peace now, and you doom your people.
No, so they won't accept it. They just want peace for now, which I don't want to do that because they still have a few settlements up here which I'd like to take. It's just Lachlan, so strong at the moment. It's cool. We'll reject that one. And what about their allies?
Your presence is unwelcome.
Do they want to be vassalized?
If money
No, but again they're willing to pay me for a peace treaty, which I don't want to do. No, that's fine. Let's just double check that I don't have any troops to move. I can move these guys, but I don't need to at the moment. And no, I think that's all the armies then. So that's fine, I'll end the turn there. Alright then, so no events or anything to speak of for this turn, other than Lachlan have started moving troops about a little bit, so they've taken Govan here, the settlement, which we expected them to do. They're replenishing, they'll be done in a couple of turns. Now, this force here, they're not really very well equipped for taking out a walled settlement, so I wonder if it's actually worth me kind of moving up the coast this way. There's 2 walled settlements here, which I would like to take, so I might actually send Guthfrid's army. Yeah, let's do it. Let's send him up the coast there. They'll take a little bit of attrition from seasickness. But that's alright. Ah, I forgot to upgrade these last few troops, never mind. Alright, now with this army then, maybe I'll sail these guys up the coast this way a little bit. Again, they're going to take a bit of attrition from seasickness, but it's fine. They'll be able to just kind of walk straight into these settlements, I think. Cool, let's get things moving, and wonder what I should do with the Death Givers then, because I mean the plan for these guys was to kind of sweep them up this way, but all this land's been taken now by Lachlan, so I don't really have that option anymore. That's interesting. Strathclyde has some land up here. Interesting. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I think I'll leave them there for now, because when the inevitable war with Lachlan happens, then I'm going to need an army around here to defend my border. These guys won't be able to do it because I'm thinking of moving them across to that way. Let's just retrain these archers here. Yeah, so let's leave all the armies where they are. Let's see if there's anything I can upgrade for a bit more money, so we can sacrifice a little bit of food for money here. It'll take 4 turns and not too much cash, so let's do that. And again, let's just end the turn. Alright, so Orkney have asked me for money and a declaration of friendship. I mean, no. There's no benefit in me doing that at all.
I should not be surprised.
Alright, so a few buildings have been completed. I'll say a few. One. The cloth maker. Got research available as well. I think I'll just keep going down this trade tree. The reason being, the next one gives me plus 15% income to commerce for all regions. So that should boost my income a little bit, which is good. Nice healthy income, bank balance rather. Alright then, so we want to come and besiege this settlement here. Can't do it this turn. It's a bit annoying, although Lachlan have moved their armies away, so there's no danger of them taking it before me. I mean, they might get this one before I take this one, but that's fine. Well, it's not fine. I don't want them to do that, but, you know, if it happens, right? We'll send these guys to take these settlements next. Yeah, we're encountering basically no resistance now from Strathclyde or their ally. So I think we've bested their armies. And then Lachlan took advantage of it, but that's fine. In fact, they've taken quite a lot of the north now, so let's see what have they got. Yeah, they own quite a lot of Scotland. Most of it, actually. And quite a lot of Ireland as well, although their territory is very spread out. Which means if we go to war with them, I think all their armies seem to be up here, so if we can deal with them, then we should be able to just start taking their settlements, weaken their economy to the point where we just make peace with them when they're kind of beaten back into Ireland. If we can get a bit of a foothold in Northern Ireland as well. That'll be good. Because given the sort of relative strength of the Anglo-Saxons and all their vassals, I think I'm going to need Scotland and Ireland in order to have the economy to field the amount of armies I'm going to need to field to, you know, cover my borders here and to expand and so on. Because the aim here is to take the whole of Great Britain eventually. Now, another thing I've just remembered was that there is an army, or rather a force of raiders heading to the northeast, which I've not seen yet. Again, we'll have to keep an eye open for that one, because I don't have anything defending the northeast of England. Although they could end up landing up, might be the very north maybe. In fact, actually, here they are. I found them.
Can't be done.
Odin's Ravens. All right, that's fine. They don't concern me at all, really. In fact, more of a problem for Lachlan than it is for me. So that's good. Right then. So I think I'm going to end the episode there, guys. So if you made it this far, as always, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the episode, please leave a like. It does help me out with the old YouTube algorithm. If you've got any tips or feedback for me, make sure you leave a comment. And if you haven't already and you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications. So with that all said, I will see you guys on the next one.